Let's sing Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday.
This season may we never forget the love we have for Jesus. Let him be the one to guide us as another new year starts. And may the spirit of Christmas be always in our hearts.
Wow, yun ang OG.
Hello, everybody!
Gulat factor eh.
Parang nagulat no?
Hi,
Hi,
guys.
everyone!
Hello.
First, hi, teammates and team talkers. And those who are subscribing to my channel, Jules and Tintin channel. Kumusta rin kayo mga Jewel Tinners?
Hello guys, sa mga unplugged fans natin na natulog din sa atin ngayon. Special ang ating episode ngayon guys, so tutok lamang kayo.
Truly special. Number one, it's October and it happens to be my birthday month.
Yay! Happy birthday!
Thank you, Julius. Not only that, celebrating my, believe it or not, 50th year on Mother Earth. Thank you so much. At sinabing batang-bata pa, but I kind of feel old and yet I feel young. Depends on the situation. Pero celebrating your 50th golden month sa time of the pandemic is something truly memorable. Kasi we have plans pero di matutuloy. But still, sabi ko, how do I make my golden month special? What are the highlights ba of my life? So naisip ko, this must be part of the interviews, diba, I'll be making for my channel this month of October. Hindi pwedeng mawala itong taong ito na importante sa buhay natin.
Yes, so pakilala mo na.
Kaya without further ado, guys, let us all welcome our Ninong, Jo Marie Chan!
Hello there, Julius,
Hello.
Tin. How nice to see you both, and thank you for inviting me.
Hi, Ninong Jo. Kamusta ka?
Hi, Ninong Jo, you're
Good.
welcome. Thank you. Thank
So
you
you-
also for spending your early evening with us.
Yeah. And you mentioned 50th year.
Yes.
Okay, no. I just want to tell you that this year marks our 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, happy
Yeah.
anniversary!
Thank you. We got married 50 years ago, and this year it fell on March 10 kasi, March 10. So this year we decided to celebrate it in Baguio. So we were there with our children and grandchildren, and then the next day was my 75th birthday. I don't mind telling you.
Yes.
And then March 12, we drove down to Manila, and 3 days later, lockdown.
Boom! Lockdown.
So
Imagine, God just gave you that moment to spend your 50th, March 10, and then the next day, yes, it was your birthday, March 11, and then boom!
yeah,
Things changed
I know.
for us.
So we even had a full moon that night. That night of our celebration, there was a full moon in the sky. So everything was perfect without knowing that a pandemic was on its way to the Philippines and the world.
Oh, how's your pandemic life so far, Nino?
We really don't go out, except that every day I go to the office and I spend about 2 to 3 hours, and then I come straight home, and we run a skeletal force in the office. About 4 or 5 or 6 of them come in Mondays, and then the others Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and so on. So we're keeping the protocol, and we're very observant. We don't even regularly meet with our children and our grandchildren because some of them live in Alabang, some in McKinley Hills, and so very, very seldom. But we often Zoom and FaceTime with each other.
So paano yan, Ninong Jo? Cancel ba ang Christmas natin?
No, because I tell my family, Christmas is family, and so it will not have a special meaning unless you spend it with your family. So we're gonna be more imaginative. We're gonna see how we can celebrate our Christmas together. First of all, we are planning our Christmas tree trimming, decorating the Christmas tree. And this is the same Christmas tree that we've had for many, many, many years. And when you look at our box of ornaments, many of them are meaningful because, for example, Lisa has her own ornaments, which she was when she was a little girl. So Joe also has Michael, Franco, Angelica. So we put up the ornaments and we play the Carpenters, Johnny Mathis, Four Aces on the side. And so it makes Christmas really helpful and joyful.
But do you also play your songs habang nagsasabit kayo ng
No.
Kasi sa bahay ng mga pamilyang Pilipino, yung musika ninyo, talagang pinakikinggan.
No, but
yung mga binabanggit mo.
Your Christmas album, your Christmas CD, that's been playing the households of Filipinos every Christmas. Why?
Thank God for that. But I don't play my Christmas album in my home.
Why, Ninong? Why?
Well, I don't know. It's just that, we play the Christmas songs that the kids grew up with. Four Aces, Johnny Mathis, Carpenters, and many others. Yeah.
Hindi kami makarelate. Ang alam lang namin yung mga kanta mo pag Christmas.
Thank you.
Yes, Ninong. Let's sing Merry
Yes.
Christmas. Yun lang talaga, Ninong, a part of our lives na, that's something new. Ngayon ko lang nalaman na when you do your Christmas streamings, putting up the Christmas tree and all that, you listen to different Christmas songs and not your songs.
Ano nararamdaman mo, Ninong Joe, once, kunyari sa radio, habang bumabiyahe ka, may mga panahon ng Christmas, maririnig mo yung music mo, yung kanta mo. How do you feel about that?
Okay, let's start with, let's say, the rest of the year. And let's say we're on the we're driving, and then all of a sudden, let's say an old song of mine is played. Like fancy meeting you alone in the crowd. And sometimes I don't pay attention because para bang it's like vanity. It's like looking yourself at the mirror. Honest. So, unless they play something na, I haven't heard that on the radio. Songs like, for example, Easier Said Than Done, or If We Only Had More Time Together. Wow, how nice that they're playing that song. Because I've had many songs, to be honest, Julius, songs that were released but radio never supported, and so hindi siya naging hits, so
ang ganda naman ng Julia na yan.
Hindi ka pala na parang natitinginan kayo sa car pag pinatutugtog yung mga Christmas songs mo.
No,
or something like Here It Goes Again.
No, I'm very gratified when I hear that Christmas song, for example, on the radio. But I don't make it louder, like listening to it. No.
And when you're in the malls or in a public place, and then they see you, and then they deliberately play the song because you're there.
Yeah, but even in the past, I would seldom go to the malls. Not for anything, no? But because as I got older, parang I'm no longer a shopper. You know what I mean? As I got older, and so
you're just an endorser of Shopee.
Of course I order online, certain things. But as I got older, I feel like I need to simplify my life. And I used to be a rat packer. I mean, I would collect records, Laserdisc, VHS, Betamax, and then later on I find that parang less is more, so simplify my life. That's what I'm beginning to be.
Especially now, during the pandemic, na-realize mo rin yan. Something along that line.
Yeah, and so what I like to collect now are memories. I read the diaries of Marianne, and I look at our old pictures, and I try to remember those memories because those are precious in life. The memories that we hold, memories of our childhood growing up, memories of my late father, my lola, yeah.
So you're
Oh.
scared din, Ninong Joe, na alam mo na, one day, baka makalimutan mo na lahat ng ito, di ba? Kami ni
Well-
Titi, pag nag-uusap kami, yun ang lagi sa akin sinasabi ni Titi, kaya siya kumukuha lagi ng mga pictures, is one day, kapag medyo hindi na siya makaalala,
Yeah.
makikita niya yung mga retrato na yun.
Kasi
Yeah.
alam mo Nino, right now pa lang at my age, actually it started around 5 years ago, or when I gave birth to my second child, si Neo, no? My second son. Sabi ko nga, I always make it a joke, siguro dahil sa epidural. I become forgetful, I forget details, I forget names, those things. So sabi ko, Julius, siguro I keep diaries, journals, diaries, pictures, lots of videos, and YouTube is now my digital diary of my life. Maybe the reason is someday I'll have Alzheimer's and I won't even know you, I wouldn't even recognize the people. Maybe that's the reason.
Kayo ba
Yeah.
ganun din? Natatakot
Well,
kayo sa ganun?
Yeah, my memory is starting to fail. Not very bad, in a very bad way, but it's starting to fail. And sometimes I cannot remember names and events. But Marianne has given me this supplement, okay? The supplement that I take every day. And believe me, it has really helped my memory. It's
Uy,
called
kailangan ko yan.
it is called I cannot remember.
Ala, nakalimutan.
No.
Yes.
It's called ginkgo biloba.
Oh yeah, ginkgo biloba.
Yes, ginkgo
Yes,
biloba.
Pala yun,
proven by science.
But my latest Christmas album called Going Home to Christmas, I was the one that published it. And
Oh,
you have a copy of that, Going Home to Christmas?
the one
Yes,
with you beside the piano.
Oo.
You're seated
Yes.
in front
Going
of your
home.
piano.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
yes.
have a copy of that? Yeah.
Yeah. With the pandemic and all, the rest of the Christmas songs that we usually hear doesn't really matter anymore. Parang mas important yung message na pinaparating mo dun sa song mo. That Christmas is really about family and about the birth of Jesus Christ. I mean,
Yes.
other songs that we hear, parang it's all commercial, it's about snow, having fun.
Yeah.
But this year, it makes your song more more significant, more special because of what's happening to the world right now. So, itong
I know.
kanta mo, pag naririnig ng mga tao, talagang parang natatouch sila, no? Doon sa message ng song.
But I have a new Christmas song, part of this album, Going Home to Christmas, and perhaps later on you could listen to it. It's called Christmas Moments.
Mm.
Okay.
Ano yun?
Paano yun, Ninong?
I sing with Lisa, my daughter, and my 3 sons. Okay, and essentially it's remembering special Christmas moments in our lives. So, in the case of Joe, his portion says, So, Joe, my son, his portion says, I remember my Christmas at 25, the love of a wife and the gift of a child. I held my babe in my arms, a tender warmth ran deep, the sound of chimes softly playing as I cradled her to sleep. And then si Franco naman had a verse there that goes like this. I remember my Christmas when we went around, Daddy drove us down to some orphans in town. We gave some goodies away. Happy faces made our day. We learned that giving and sharing is the real Christmas way.
Wow, yun ang ano.
Wow,
Yun ang message. Especially in this time of the pandemic, where we see a lot of our countrymen out of work, hungry, suffering. And so, those of us who we've been blessed with sufficiency, this is a golden opportunity for us to share our blessings, to give and to share, because
Yes.
that is the real spirit of Christmas.
Kaya nga, Ninong, we want to take this opportunity also to thank you because you've been very supportive of our charity works, and you'd always text us to, give and share, and you've helped a lot of people dun sa channel namin, Julius and Tintin channel, especially the drivers, the UP Ikot Manong drivers, whom you helped this pandemic, and we thank you, Ninong, because you never forget. You just simply ask Julius and I, diba? Remember how you can help and who you can help.
And I'll be happy to continue helping Julius
Thank you,
and
Ninong.
Christine.
Oo.
Thank you. No wonder you're so blessed.
Oo. So ano na naman, laman ka na naman ng mga shows. Kundi ng Joe, we always see you
Yeah.
during Christmas.
But
magkano
Sadly,
naman-
walang concerts. There are no shows.
What
Sadly.
about talk shows?
Online
No,
shows.
online. But not the concerts that
Not the
you're
same,
accustomed to. No, wala. That's why I feel bad for our fellow musicians
Yeah.
who are out of work. Walang concerts. I feel
Saka
very
iba
bad.
pa rin kasi, di ba, when you sing and you see the people in front of you and there's
Yes.
eye contact and they are there in front of you watching you live. Iba yun
Yes.
din, singing
Correct.
online, you don't see them, iba pa rin, no? The warmth of
Correct.
the people.
Yeah, but I really hope that this pandemic will soon come to an end. So it is a hope. It is hope that we have in our heart, and we have to be trusting because our Lord said, "Be not afraid, for I am with you."
Ayan. Ito yung kanina, you're talking about this album.
Yeah.
The memories or moments
May
are
autograph
here.
pa.
Oh, may autograph. And this is the best-selling all-time Christmas in Our Hearts album, which you gave us, and truly memorable and a treasure because it has your personal dedication. May all your Christmases be abundantly blessed. And then, ayan pa, to dear Julius and Tintin, best wishes, Ninong. And then, of course, I love this, the Manhattan connection. This is where we had our honeymoon in New York.
Look, in that album, Going Home to Christmas, there's a song that I wrote and sung to my wife, Marianne. It's called A Christmas Song for You.
Christmas
Yeah,
song for you.
okay.
Can you listen to that later?
Song for you.
Okay.
Christmas-
What about the song? Anong message
What's
nito?
the story
message ng
behind
song?
it?
Okay.
Christmas song for you. What's the story behind it?
Basta, I sing my song for you, a song as new as when our love was born. For to me, you'll always be as young as Christmas morn. My heart still skips a beat when we would kiss beneath the mistletoe. And through all these years, I know I've loved you so.
Oh,
Tapos may
our
our
kids, they all have grown. Go ahead, Ninong.
Yeah, our kids, they all have grown. We're on our own, like how we used to be. But Christmas is family. That's how it should always be. For all the years to come, you'll be my present 'neath my Christmas tree. And all I ask of you is keep on loving me. That's all I need from you is your love for me.
Wow! Ganda naman ang
Grabe.
Ganda naman ang lyrics nito.
Ninong, why? Ask you why. Why is it that every time you compose a song, the words, the music, nakakaiyak?
Well,
You have that effect.
I don't know, but when I was writing that song, I was looking back at all the years that Marianne and I have shared together, and of course, no marriage is perfect, but I'd like to think that our journey together has been through a winding road, but very scenic view, and we shared, that friendship very closely, and we've shared a lot of experiences. So we've grown together, we're almost one person. Iniisip ko pa lang, alam niya na. And vice versa. So she's my best friend. She's my girl, my woman, my friend. Mary
Parang
Ann.
kanta yan,
Yan nga, yung kanta.
Ay, kanta mo yan.
My girl. It's that.
Siya talaga, no?
Ikaw talaga, ikaw ang peg namin.
Well,
Na-imagine ko someday kami na lang din ni Julius, meron na kaming emptiness, and exactly, ito na yung papakinggan namin kanta.
matagal pa yon. Look, Antonio is only 10 years old. So matagal pa yon.
Is this love that I'm feeling?
Oh, I just want her to know.
There's no way I can hide all I'm feeling
Inside.
Send our love to Titi and Mary Ann.
Yes, thank you.
Hugs
Thank
and
you.
kisses, Tita Mary Ann, and your family, Nino.
Thank you. Good night, Julius. Good night, Tinti.
Bye.
We love you, Nino.
We love you too.
Till
Bye.
Till the next.
Wow, what can I say? I mean, dream come true na ma-interview natin si Ninong Jo.
Although ilang beses mo na siya na-interview,
Pero iba kasi
yung
yung
sa radyo.
Iba yung mas personal. Yung mga interviews ko kasi sa kanya, usually about work, about yung history ng kanyang pagiging singer. Pero this time, medyo mas nagkita yung personal and medyo naramdaman din natin yung frustrations niya, yung mga pinagdaraanan niya ngayon that makes him really human. Kasi lagi lang natin siya narinig sa radio, sa mga CDs, pero this time, mas nakilala natin siya as Jo Marie Chan na nakakaramdam din ng frustration. At syempre, may fear din na balang araw makalimutan niya lahat ng mga bagay sa mundo. It's the first time na narinig natin yung gano'n, na sinabi niya na unti-unti niya na nakakalimutan yung ilang mga bagay. But kita nyo naman, when it comes to mga lyrics ng songs and information about his family, hindi niya makalimutan talaga yun. Nakamarka na, carved in stone, ika nga.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Okay guys, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Bye, see you.
Bye. Stay safe, happy, and COVID-free, and faithful and love.